How's everybody doing? Is your main man Maniac, and in this video I'm going to be answering the question of what would have happened if Chozen had betrayed Daniel in Season 5 and actually joined Silver for real. So why would Chozen decide to betray Daniel? And I believe it would happen in the scene when Chozen's gone over to Silver's house for dinner and for drinks and everything, and Silver would be talking to him and he would talk about honor, and he would then have flashbacks to his fight with Daniel, and it would just completely overpower him. And then Silver would also talk about how Daniel had kind of been a real thorn in his side and how it was all his fault, and he would have actually made Cobra Kai become the biggest dojo in the valley had Daniel not beaten Barnes and won the tournament in Season 3 and messed everything up. Silver would then convince Chozen to share his story of how Daniel turned his back on him, and eventually he would say, "How would you like a chance to restore your honor and to get revenge on the person who destroyed it?" This would encourage Chozen to be overcome with anger and hatred, which is pretty much what Cobra Kai does to you, and he would then decide to fully join Silver as his right-hand man, and he would actually be going undercover pretending that he's still working with Daniel, but secretly feeding information to Silver, and they'd both be plotting his downfall. Daniel would finally find out that Chozen had been working for Silver this whole time when he's trying to expose Silver with his students, and then just before he's able to get to the room and display the video footage of Silver cheating the tournament, Chozen would confront him and block his path. And Daniel would say, "Come on, Chozen, we both want to expose Silver." But then Chozen would get his sword things out, his dagger things, and he would use them against Daniel in a final boss showdown just before getting to Silver. Barnes and Johnny would fight against the senseis at Silver's house and with Silver, but Silver would quickly escape and then journey to the dojo, as Chozen would have informed him that Daniel and his students are there and they're trying to expose Cobra Kai. And the final showdown between Daniel and Chozen would end with Daniel finally managing to defeat Chozen in combat, despite it being really unlikely because of the skill that Chozen has. And he would have him in the same position he had in the Karate Kid Part 2, where he says, "Live or die, man." And then Chozen would say, "Do it, kill me, I'm ready to die." But Daniel couldn't bring himself to do it, and then Silver would show up, and then he'd have to fight Silver. I still believe that inevitably Cobra Kai would have been exposed for cheating the tournament, as the students would manage to just about get the video on the Cobra Kai YouTube channel and then play it on the screen. This would then lead loads of the students to not trust Silver anymore, and a lot of the students who had beef with other Miyagi-Fang students would then make up and become friends. Chozen would then disappear in Season 6 and wouldn't really have any involvement in the Sekai Tekai, and we'd be left with the question of, will Cobra Kai compete in the Sekai Tekai? Where will it take place? What other dojos will we meet in the Sekai Tekai? All those sort of questions that we're still waiting to be answered when the new season comes, hopefully in early 2024. But what do you think would have happened if Chozen actually decided to join Silver for real? I know it's very unlikely this would happen because Chozen had changed, and the love that Sato showed him allowed him to overcome his anger and to just get over everything that happened between him and Daniel. But what do you think would have happened? I'd love to know your comments. It's been your main man Maniac, and remember to stay amazing. Bye.